With a fairly decent command over FC Porto during the second leg of the Champions League round of 16, Juventus had one foot in the quarter-final stages of the competition. To make the task even easier for the reigning Italian champs, the Portuguese giants were a man down. In most cases, such an advantage propels the other team to take the initiative and put the score beyond any doubt. Clearly, Juventus had everything working in their favour. Ronaldo, a man who's dominated so many European nights for over a decade, was supposed to guide his team to the promised land. When he made that announcement, soon after guiding Real Madrid to their third consecutive Champions League title, Juventus moved in swiftly and signed him up. The Italians saw this move as a great way to boost their marketing profile and get them closer to finally winning a Champions League title after more than 20 years of one heartache after another. After winning the prestigious trophy 5 times already, you could never bet against the Portuguese legend doing that again. Players like Ronaldo and Messi are built for such nights. Sadly though, Ronaldo had an off day. He was at fault for the first goal that Porto scored, and he was simply off the pace and never once looked like a player who would turn things around. While it would be totally unfair to pin this defeat entirely on Ronaldo, apart from Federico Chiesa, pretty much everyone looked out of sorts when going forward. However, with his pedigree and experience, Ronaldo should be leading his team on nights like these, and that's one blemish on his otherwise legendary career. Sometimes Ronaldo can disappear and not make any difference for his team. Where his teammates were looking to him for some inspiration, the former Man United man was not firing at all. During the second half, you could see the veteran forward move himself from one position to another. That didn't help either. Of course, Ronaldo has a phenomenal record in Italy. This season, Andrea Pirlo has used him fairly wisely, saving him for the big games and giving him enough rest. Conventional wisdom suggests that resting a player in anticipation of a big game can allow the player to be hungrier and fitter for it. That was clearly not the case against Porto. With 92 goals in 121 games, Ronaldo has done well to guide Juve to 2 Serie A titles, but despite that, he's now being considered a failure. Well, in any other scenario, you would call such a return as hugely successful. However, Juventus didn't spend €100 million on a player just so he could help them continue to dominate the Serie A. They've been doing that for 9 years now, and even if Ronaldo hadn't been around, the results wouldn't have been that much different. The legendary forward was brought to Turin in order for the club to finally conquer Europe. They haven't done so in 25 years, and it's becoming clear that Ronaldo was never going to be the answer they've been searching for. In fact, Juventus didn't look anywhere near winning the competition. Before he arrived in Italy, Juve had played 2 Champions League finals in 4 years. However, ever since he's arrived, the club has not made it beyond the quarterfinals. Interestingly, on all occasions, they've been knocked out of the competition by rather unfancied teams. During the time when they were threatening to change their European fortunes, it was believed that the team was one mega signing away from winning the competition. Off the field, Ronaldo has been a commercial success for the club. Shirt sales are apparently at an all-time high, while the club does look like a marketable brand. However, in today's world, it's inconceivable to rely on a player to grow your brand, let alone a player who's in the closing stages of his playing career. Do you think that Andrea Pirlo's brand of football is unsuited to Ronaldo? Or is it just that the legendary forward is reaching an age where he can't influence games like he used to? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section and make sure to subscribe to our channel while you're at it. Eventually, Juventus as a brand is likely to suffer once they seal their reputation as a side that chokes when it matters the most. They thought that Ronaldo would change all that, but this just goes on to show that as a club you can't rely on one individual to guide you to continental success. If that were the case, Barcelona, despite their mediocrity of the last few years, they would have been crowned European champions multiple times. We're definitely not trying to trash Ronaldo or belittle his achievements at the club, but truth be told, Juventus made sort of a grave error in judgment when they thought that Ronaldo was going to be the final piece of the puzzle and would easily guide them to European dominance. Andrea Agnelli has been so eager to leave his legacy at the club, but it's clear that the Juve Supremo has been given very poor advice by those he hired. Moreover, it's clear that Ronaldo doesn't fit into Pirlo's plans. This Juventus plays a different brand of football, which isn't necessarily suited to the Portugal international strengths. Former Juventus president Giovanni Coboli Gigli has pulled no punches and feels that the club has made a grave and expensive mistake. He even went on record saying that the club needs to admit to the mistake and sell Ronaldo this summer. As things stand, Ronaldo is still going to attract interest from a lot of teams in the summer. Juventus have a bloated wage bill and they've been hit fairly hard by the current pandemic. The old lady will definitely be interested in getting the Portuguese man off their wage bill. At present, a move to the MLS has been touted, with David Beckham's Inter Miami touted as a possible destination. Manchester United have also been credited with an interest. However, it remains to be seen whether the Red Devils will make a move for a player whose wage demands might make him a risky acquisition. At the age of 36, Cristiano Ronaldo's career is at a crossroads. The former Sporting man is at an age where he doesn't have a lot of time left to become a Champions League winner again. Juventus, on the other hand, need to take a long and hard look at themselves and figure out if spending big is the answer to winning in Europe. At present, the team does have a lot of potential in the ranks. In Federico Chiesa, they have a young player who's really coming into his own. The Italian should be considered an integral part of the club's immediate and long-term future. Moreover, the team's recruitment department really needs to be working diligently to create a squad capable of winning the Champions League, or at least going further in the competition. Not once in 10 years, but on a more consistent basis.